They set up for the draw. Buffaloes win the draw. That's won by number 19, Chase Kriebel. Kriebel takes it down. Straight to number 12, Brooke Miller. Buffaloes passing it around the horn. Down to X. Little motion in front of the goal, Cutter.
Great catch there by the goalie, intercepting that ball there, and now BYU trying to get on a run here.
Oh yeah, like you said, just great eyes there from the goalies, just putting their stick right there in the passing lane. Which, as a goalie, that's a pretty risque play there.
But bad
if you
scoop
miss
up.
that, right? If you miss that, then suddenly your stick's out of place, and you're giving them a bit of an open net right there. But paid off for the Cougars there.
Great play there. Almost turned it over again, but the Colorado defender misplaced it, and they got it back. And now they're looking to get another score on the board to maybe get this game tied.
Yeah, I mean, right now the score is 2-1 Buffaloes. As the Cougars just seem to be setting up their offense. Cutter through the middle right here. But just cannot find the outlet and get the pass off. Now, another Cutter, but pass just could not connect right there and just became a ground ball right there, which the ground ball battle won by the Buffaloes, but the Buffaloes could not hold on to it. That was number 24, Maddie Osterkamp. And that's taken upfield by number 12, Brooke Miller. Finds space in the middle. Shot saved by Woolley.
Great stone wall.
That was a great play there from Brooke Miller right there. Just gave a little bit of a split dodge right there to get to that open space in the center. Beat your defender a little bit and get the shot off. The Cougars now hoping to score. Oh. And the Cougars tie it up 2-2. Just finds the Cutter right there through the middle.
Great play, great chemistry from the Cougars there as they just completely destroyed and kind of found the open zone in the Buffs defense right there. And they had a great transition offense, and it led to the easy goal.
Could not have described it better. Wait, what? Oh, makes sense. Gotcha, makes sense. All right.
So we were not on stream for the first part of the game, but to kind of recap,
had a pretty exciting start
yeah.
there in the center with actually a bit of an own goal by the BYU goalie, Marcella Woolley.
And that started off the score as 1-0 for the Buffs. And then BYU on their very next drive counter to make it 1-1, and now both teams have countered each other, so 2-2. Very even game so far in regards of how each offense and defense is playing.
Oh yes, honestly, these defenses and offenses have looked very similar, surprisingly so to me. But the Buffs right here just content to sort of toss it around the horn right now, just maintain possession. Oh, and was that a little bit of a mistake there by BYU? And it turns out to not be. Looked like, I believe that was number 27 for BYU. Taya Chalk. Apologies if I mispronounce anyone's name. I'm terrible with names. But looked to overextend there just a little bit, but the Buffs unable to capitalize on that.
The Buffs aren't being aggressive right here. Let's see if they can kind of get inside so that they can. Oh, that's a great pass.
Oh. And that's a goal for number 26, Lydia Clanion. Apologies.
Great play there. As soon as I spoke, they were aggressive, and she found the open cutter, and that led to the goal. Yeah, what a great play.
Yeah. I mean, you said it. As soon as you said it, just came around from X right there, right up to goal line extended, and then found Clanion just right there on the crease. defensive mistake there for BYU as we set up for the next draw here. Draw won by the Cougars and taken upfield. Oh, Buffs get some sticks in the passing lanes there, but the ground ball is won by the Cougars. Cougars passing the ball around, setting up their offense.
Now they're playing a little less aggressive.
Yes.
Both defenses aren't really getting up on. Now they're trying to go here.
Yeah.
Let's see what they can do.
BYU trying to set up a little bit of an ISO play right there. Pass down to goal line extended. As BYU's cutters try to find a hole in this Buffalo defense. Unsuccessfully, though.
Great defense.
That pass there was just immediately met by the Buffs, and now a ground pops out, and ground ball won by the Buffaloes, carried upfield by number 6, Sydney Schutzman.
Schutzman, the star of that Utah Valley game, having 4 goals, I believe it was. Let's see what she can do here on this next possession or throughout the game.
That is some really good memory there, Noah. Really good memory there. All right, number 12. And rebound. Rebound is blocked by the stick of a Buff. I didn't catch whose stick that was, but that was a shot, I believe, for number 12, Brooke Miller. I believe that was her 3rd or 4th shot of the night right there. All right. The Buffs here probing this Cougar defense. Cutters, ton of motion here on this right side of the field. Screen left, comes up.
Loses it, picked up by Schutzman. Let's see what she can do, and she's getting crowded right now.
All right, that was a double team. Oh, it looks like that's probably going to be a high. Is that going to be a high sticking call? Is that a thing in this game? Is that
potentially? Yeah,
wait.
I think so.
Is high stick a thing? Yeah. Okay. Just apologies if any of the penalties are wrong. I'm not caught up on my women's penalties and men's penalties, so I may make a mistake. All right, passer BYU just could not hold on to the ball right there. Ground ball battle here in almost center field, taken away by number 12, Brooke Miller. Miller so far being a standout player this game. Passed up to Schutzman. Schutzman and Miller. Miller takes it to the far left side. Right here, almost to the sideline right here. BYU's defense is playing incredibly out right now.
Definitely more aggressive than they were, and almost a little shoving there. Definitely playing physical, and that causes Colorado to kind of lose the ball there.
They're leaving a ton of space right here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but they're leaving a ton of space just right here in the center. Which means all you need is like a cut from
just
probably
anybody.
Schutzman or someone here on this backside, and then that. If they can't catch, that's just wide open space right there. But as I say that, they turn it over, and Schutzman, really good stick right there from Schutzman.
Heads up play by Schutzman. Let's see. Oh, body's on the ground.
But the ground ball is won by the Cougars, taken up field by, I believe that is number 6 for the Cougars, Whitney Holt.
Oh, great save.
You can hear that off the helmet from here. Okay, Buffaloes trying to clear the ball.
Doing whatever it takes to save that ball, no matter what. Going off the helmet, that is a great save there. And
that's the kind of dedication you want from a goalie.
Yeah, and now the game is still, Colorado's still up by 1, so let's see.
Oh. And I'm not exactly sure what the call is there, but it looks like the ref is fishing for something. It looks like a green coat. What it? I'd like to shout out our camera operator Jackie for another really good joke. Who was like, "Is that a green card? What does that mean? Good job." And I actually do not know what a green card is for. What? Oh, and it looks like the clock is stuck at 4:20. Oh, it has been fixed now.
It was not moving there for a second, but now we got it to work.
Exactly, but for a second, you had a quite comical stop in the clock there at 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, it looks like a lost stick there for the Buffaloes. Cougars trying to capitalize on that and are unable to, have to back out. Bring it around X. The Cougar offense sort of tightening that Buffalo defense right into like a ball, almost kind of like constricting them. Did you see that there?
I did. That was a very interesting play, I would say so.
Yeah. And it's going to be a free shot for the Cougars. And that is a save.
Another great save. They're really protecting this goal well, and if they weren't, if at least 50% of these were going in, the Buffaloes would be down by a good amount here.
Rebound won by the Cougars and brought to the goal, and that I could not see what that rebounded off of, but the rebound is again won by the Cougars.
They just keep on battling right here.
Yeah, you got to hand it to the Cougars right here, just unwilling to give up this ball. Incomplete pass to this. Oh, what looked to almost be a missed pass seemed to be, I believe that was number 32, Hannah Nelson, I believe. Sorry, that was on the far side, so I apologize if I could not see the number right. But that appeared to be just a nice just connect goal there from number 32.
Absolutely.
Hannah Nelson.
When you get that many chances like the Cougars did, you got to get it in the goal, and that's what they did, and they delivered, and they ended up splitting the Colorado defense. And now this game is tied 3-3 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I gotta say, this has been a hell of a first quarter so far. Pardon my French. Not sure if I'm allowed to say that on air, but both teams just battling right now here in this first quarter. That's what you want to see. Okay, the draw is still being won by the Cougars.
Ooh, they got numbers here.
Upfield quickly by number 24, Olivia Cannon. Cannon's trying to find a spot. Cougars start settling into their offense. Just content to pass the ball around right now. Just sort of go around the horn. Hidden ball trick right there almost. And looks like there's a bit of an ISO play right now going on, but no.
Oh, a nice spin.
Taking it, yeah. Very nice
Buffalo defense playing very conservative right now, not like going out to get any of the offensive players, trying to get the ball, and now
that Cougar ball remain. Oh, and that
intercepted by the goalie.
Yeah, just again got a stick just right there in the passing lane and was able to take it away from the Cougars. Passed upfield very quickly by the Buffaloes to number 13, Tatum Miller.
Great pass to Tatum Miller right there.
Oh yeah, just met her upfield. I honestly thought she might drop that for a second, but no. All right, Buffaloes. Little motion up top right here. Just moving the ball around.
Buffaloes are playing it very slow right now, trying to find the seam and maybe get a cutter to go to the net and potentially score it.
Exactly. These Cougars definitely not making it easy for them. Right, those sticks are up where they're supposed to be, right in those passing lanes, making it very hard for the Buffaloes. Oh my gosh!
What an amazing goal!
That was incredible. Battled through, I think, 3 people. I think that was number 28, Addie Kennedy. battling
I
through.
think that was number 26.
Number 26.
I think that was Lydia Klanian.
Lenny and Klanian. Apologies.
6 and 8s look similar on the jerseys, I will say.
Yes, that they do. Regardless, that was very impressive.
Like you said, that's probably
yeah.
the play of the game for sure.
That
nice
was-
spin and got rid of all those defenders, went in traffic and ended up scoring it. Couldn't have done it any better if you were Klanian. Just an excellent play.
Yep. Now that is what we refer to as a highlight reel play.
Maybe we'll see that on our highlight reels this week. Who knows?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, that's quite an achievement, battling through a triple, 3 defenders. Not a triple team, but 3 defenders to just battle through that goal and then find the space to just bury it there. That's incredible.
Absolutely.
All right, draw 1 by the Cougars. Taken up very quickly past the restraining box.
I think it has been a very even game so far. Not any team really taking control. Each goal going 1 by 1, as that one's almost a goal
that was
there.
shot just bottom left, except it's battled for by the goalie, but unfortunately for the goalie, just could not beat the BYU to the ball right there.
They're closing it on 27 seconds. They got to hurry if they want to do something here.
I mean, this BYU offense is moving right now, but incredible save there. Had to get a little bit of a movement and stretch.
She's had a lot of those today.
Yeah, and had to make the 5-hole save right there, which is
absolutely. But
there's
a
turnover
turnover
at midfield by the Buffaloes.
And it's tripping.
Yep. That's going to be a tripping call on the Buffaloes with 4.6 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Ball taken very quickly by number 5.
Oh, my goodness, as the quarter ends.
A last-minute goal for number 5, Tessa Frey, right there. Just takes it all the way to, I believe that is the right side of the field. Yes, that is the right side. Down the right alley right there. And a little bit of a sidearm shot right there, I believe. And it just bounces bottom and then hits the crossbar.
What an unbelievable clutch play that was right there. Just
in the last couple seconds.
The last couple seconds. Looked like there was, and they're celebrating. It's going to count as a goal.
You know, moves like that are definitely what set the tone, especially going into the next quarter. Okay, and can also be very demoralizing for the team that it happens against.
Absolutely. You cannot let that happen if you're the Buffaloes. 4 seconds when they got the ball up top there, and yeah, just not great awareness, not great defense, and they got sank right there.
It looked like almost giving up a little bit right there, you know, just I mean, I know I've done that, you know, a few times where I'm playing defense, I see that thing, I'm like, oh, only got a couple seconds left, I only got a minute, but that's when mistakes happen.
But seconds can go by minutes, frankly, in these situations.
Exactly, and Tessa Frey makes sure that to count every single second on that clock.
Absolutely. Literally by like 0.1 maybe it would have counted or not counted. Like, it was that close. But now it's 4-4. This game is in control by nobody. We are tied going into the second quarter.
Yeah. Would there have been any way to challenge that at all? For like timing-wise, would there have been any way? Do we have video review?
I don't think so. I don't think that.
Lacrosse. I'm getting a head shake from my producer. No, we do not. That was a little bit of a joke.
Absolutely. And each team has had the same amount of goals, but BYU's actually had more shots on goals, 8-5 to the Buffaloes. It just shows how good the defense has been for especially for the Buffs goalie. And the Buffaloes could be down by a lot more right now. So the fact that they're going into the second quarter tied right now, they got to feel good and that they can pull ahead again like they have been throughout the game.
Well, I think, honestly, in some spots it looked a little bit rough for the Buffaloes there.
For sure.
I think that, you know, the Buffaloes sort of need to settle down into their game right now, especially on the defensive end. Right, be watching for these cutters cutting in.
When you allow that many goals, you got to change up your defensive scheme a little bit. Maybe play more aggressive, as they saw they backed down a lot, which caused some cutters to go in and find the zone and potentially get a shot on goal. But on offense, they've been looking pretty good. A lot of isolations have ended up working for the Buffaloes, as we saw on that spin move there from Klanian on that last goal. But
yes,
they just got to work on their defensive scheme and making sure that they don't allow any more shots.
Indeed, indeed.
As far as the Cougars go, they've had a lot of chances. Like I said, 8 earlier goals. They just need to make sure they find the net and make sure that the ball goes in so that they can potentially go up by even more.
Yes, they do. We're about to get things. Honestly, hold up. That was some great analysis right there, Noah. I mean, I know that this is Noah's first time on color commentary, and I just want to say before this second quarter gets underway right here, he's been nailing it. You've been doing a great job over here on the color commentary.
I'm having a lot of fun, and you're doing a great job.
Looks like doing a bit of econ homework here too.
Yeah, I was doing a little econ homework. I had that class today. It was pretty fun. Actually, it was not fun, but I digress.
If you keep maybe if you keep on telling yourself it is, maybe you'll just start thinking it is. I don't know. The power of the mind. All right. As we look to get the second quarter underway here at Kittredge Field.
Nice long break there for both teams to kind of discuss what happened there and the kind of breakdown on defense that the Buffs had for that final 4 seconds there. Yep. Let's see who can come back stronger here in the second quarter.
You could hear the BYU bench right there shouting Freya, Freya. There, which I'm pretty sure is a safe assumption is the nickname given to number 5 Tessa Frey, who scored that buzzer beater goal right there for the Cougars at the end of the first. So, and I gotta say, I can't blame them. If I were them, I'd be doing that too. Buffaloes do win the faceoff though.
Loose ball.
Yep, just could not hold on to that pass right there, and the ground ball is won by the Cougars right here. But the Buffaloes riding hard as the Cougars try to clear. Another dropped pass, but the Cougars recover it. Take it across center field. Ball loose. Picked up. Ball still loose. Picked up by the Buffaloes. Double team. They're on number 9. Number 9, Issa Thompson, trying to recover that. But gets, and his Buffaloes maintain possession.
The Cougars are definitely playing more aggressive defense here than the Buffaloes as they keep on just getting loose balls right now. And looks like the Buffaloes are still going to pick it up, but
I mean, those of you who are familiar with men's lacrosse, holding on to the ball with like a women's lacrosse stick is a lot harder than with a men's lacrosse stick. Let me tell you that. Yeah. So I can't blame them for some of these drops. I mean,
it's tough, especially in the colder weather too.
Oh yeah, I mean, they just get like no pocket on their stick, so just the slightest mistake and that ball comes out. The boys' sticks are a lot more forgiving though, as a lot of us have deeper pockets. But the all right.
And great turnover there.
Saved by the
nice interception though.
But intercepted by the Buffaloes right here. Pass to number 19, Chase Kriebel.
Almost great fundamentals there, but Kriebel ended up dropping the ball as she was very close to the net. She could have had an easy goal there, but
there's a battle in the center, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty shot.
Oh yeah, it does look like it.
Right here for number, I believe that's 34. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It is 34.
Tate Farrell. Okay, Farrell cannot get the shot off. Passes it back out.
BYU's doing a great job of just colliding together when they get closer to the goal, and that causes another turnover right here.
Yep, another turnover for the Buffaloes. It's taken upfield very quickly by the Cougars. Right here, I believe that's number. Oh, a nice check right there from the Buffaloes, but
ends up getting called.
The Cougars will maintain possession as we finally see some sun come out here at Kittredge Field.
That's a rarity for today. The past few days it's been very warm. Yesterday it was a little questionable. Actually, yesterday was very nice. But today has just been a little chilly.
Yeah, all day. I mean, I stepped out here to come commentate at this game. I actually had to run back to my apartment to go grab a sweatshirt. Almost missed us going live there. Oh, and that is going to be a push.
Yeah,
I believe the Cougars will maintain the ball.
Not look like a good push there.
That is number 32, Hannah Nelson, who will take it. Okay. Cougars setting up their offense, trying to push in. Trying to sort of tighten it up, trying to tighten it up on this Buffalo's defense. All right, just searching for an outlet right there. Takes it, a shot on the run, saved.
I was almost in. That was a shot on goal there, but another great save by the Buffs goalie.
Charlotte Robinson.
Robinson just having great saves until now.
Just honestly, just that fake. Robinson thought that one was going low. I mean, her stick was right in the 5-hole right there, right? You know, she was expecting a low in between the leg shot right there, but the ball just went plain center.
Definitely a hard ball to corral there if you're Robinson, but what a great shot just between the legs there. Very tough to goal keep, and it went right through the net on the bounce for the Cougars, and they're up 5-4, and maybe they will take control of this game. The past 2 goals have been scored by them.
Yeah, as BYU now takes their first lead in the game, going up 5-4 on the Buffs as they prepare to take the draw. Draw here's being set up by the official. Backing up. And immediately won by the Cougars. Taking it upfield quick by number 24, Olivia Cannon. I believe that was also... Yep. All right, the Cougars just content to sort of pass a little bit of motion right here. Goes to center. Cannot find an outlet right here. Just decides to try to take it herself. Shot backed up and won by the Cougars.
Great defense there by the Buffaloes.
Yeah. I mean, you saw the Robinson trying to win the battle there for the ball. And speaking of the battle for the ball, it is almost won, and it seems like Robinson arguing with the official a little bit there on blowing the whistle a little early. You know, as it looked like she stripped it out. And that's going to be a penalty shot for the Cougars.
They could take a huge lead here on the pass.
Oh, great stick there. I'm not exactly sure who that was, but that was just a great stick right there, just on the stick of just tried to pass it through the center right there, trying to get that even cleaner shot, and just that stick just gets in the way. But now turned over by the Buffs. It is now Cougar possession. Finds space in the middle, shot and score.
Ooh, she got hit in the head hard there when she scored it. But a great goal nonetheless. What an amazing play.
I believe that's number 31, Elise Cardall. Apologies.
Fading right and then scoring it on the left side of the goal. Nice placement there, and I hope she's okay.
Yeah, she looks to be okay. Right now she walks off under her own power. Does not seem to be going to the sidelines. Yeah, she's...
And, yeah, it's 6-4 Buffaloes as they're heading for another draw, it appears to be.
Yeah, just the Cougars slow to set up on the
looks
line
like the
right
refs are discussing it right now.
They're not going to have a draw. It looks like
they didn't
going
count
to
the goal.
Give the possession to the Cougars. Unfortunate if you're Colorado. I mean, not only have you let up, I believe that's 3 in a row to the Cougars, right, letting them on a hot streak, but then also these penalties right now killing them.
And my apologies, it looked like it did count. It looked like the refs were discussing whether or not if it did and if the penalty happened before. But it does count, and now we have another draw in the middle. So it's 6-4 Buffaloes.
There is...
Or I'm sorry, 6-4 Cougars, I apologize.
Possession is going to be given to the Cougars in place of that penalty, or in place of the penalty, I believe.
Yep. That appears to be the right call.
So... BYU passing it down behind goal line extended. Back to X. Just wrapping it up. Cutter through the middle. Could not connect right there. Ground ball battle. Looks like that is going to be off on the Buffaloes.
The Buffaloes are having
ball.
Yeah, like you said, it's off the Buffaloes, and the Buffaloes are just having a hard time gathering these 50-50 balls, which allows BYU to get extra possessions as oh my goodness.
Gosh. Where was Robinson?
I have no idea, but it looks like it was a clear goal.
Looks like she was out of net there. If I'm not mistaken, wait, was she out of net?
She might have been out of net. I'm not sure.
I could not see Robinson, the Buffaloes goalie, anywhere. So that may have just been unfortunate timing for the Buffaloes. Great timing if you're the Cougars right there.
Yeah, nonetheless, great catch, jumping up to get it and then releasing it quickly to what appeared to be the open net there. And it looks like the Cougars are taking control of this game as they've just had so many more opportunities to get goals here than the Buffaloes in the second quarter.
Yep. And I believe that is now a 4-0 run.
Absolutely.
For the Cougars right now.
And it does look like BYU
8:22 left in this. Oh, Lord. What are these sideline celebrations for the Cougars going on here? Honestly, they need to breathe some life into this Colorado bench, too. Maybe that's
absolutely.
Yeah.
And just another possession there. I don't even remember the last time that Colorado had possession.
Nope, the draw is immediately won there by the Cougars, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty. Oh, another penalty on the Buff. Oh, that's going to be a yellow card on, I believe that is number 2, Rose Fisher. She's not too happy about that. And that's going to be another penalty shot, this time from the outer fan for the Cougars.
BYU also has a man up right now. Let's see if they can take advantage and potentially double this score.
I believe that is 2 men.
2 men it might be.
Actually,
holy cow.
our goal or our scoreboard right here is showing number 6 and number 19.
Okay. Oh,
shot
very
there.
close there.
Oh, shot there, won by Robinson, who beat. No, I believe that it was number 6 for the Cougars, Whitney Holt, to the backup there, but
and now they
cannot
get it right
hang
back.
on to it. And now, speaking of Whitney Holt, she's taking it for the Cougars. Brings the ball back into play. Oh.
And, oh my goodness, right in the corner, another goal for the Cougars. And they have completely just gone on this insane run in the second quarter, 5 unanswered.
Wow. This is incredibly bad if you're the Buffaloes right now.
And we're only halfway through the second quarter. It's just been a complete meltdown for the Buffaloes, just not able to either get possessions or keep BYU from scoring these goals.
Yep. Now a 5-goal run for the Cougars here, and the Buffaloes still 2 men down. If you're the Buffaloes, you need to stop this bleeding, man. You need to stop this. You need to clean up your defense immediately. Okay, these penalties are absolutely just killing this Buffaloes defense right now. And I mean, you can't really blame our defense or the defense right now, because when you're 2 men down, there's not much you can do.
For sure.
Being 2 men down means that you have 2 people that are always open.
Exactly.
Right? And as a defense, there's not much you can do about it.
Exactly. But you cannot make those just unnecessary mistakes if you're the Buffaloes, having these fouls, and that lead to these pretty easy goals for the Cougars. And And it all starts with also draw control, how you start the possession, and the Buffaloes just are unable to just get the ball to start and get it over to the other side of the field.
Oh, yes. I believe, if my memory serves, I believe that is 3 of the last 4 draws have been won by the Cougars. Okay, with that one won by Colorado being a very quick possession, quickly turned over.
BYU is also just like, they're basically going to the ball as soon as it's passed and trying to get the ball out of the Buffaloes' hands, and it's been working as the Buffaloes can't do anything downfield, and then they have numbers the other way, and the rest is history at this point as they've just doubled the Buffaloes' lead. I got to commend them. They have been playing very well the second quarter.
Indeed, the Cougars, very impressive stuff from the Cougars right here.
It looks like there's a long timeout here.
Yeah. I mean, when you're having a game like this, especially for the Buffaloes, pardon me, it is senior night for the Buffaloes. So
yeah,
this is definitely not the way that you want senior night to be going if you're the Buffaloes right now.
Absolutely.
So, quick timeout there, trying to stop the bleeding right here.
Exactly. As Lacrosse, it's definitely a game of momentum, as we saw with Utah Valley the other day, as they went on runs to tie the game against the Buffaloes, but then the Buffaloes blew them out right back and got the win. Well, let's see what the Buffaloes can come do here, down by 4 in the second quarter.
Oh yes, as we've set up for the draw after the timeout break. Give it here, the draw in the center, won by the Cougars.
Another win by the Cougars. Let's see how long they can maintain possession for.
Quickly tossed upfield. I believe that is 20 seconds left on the penalty for number 6, Schuttzman, one of the Buffalo star players. As the Cougars seem to be content to just pass it around the horn right here.
Looks like they will. I would have tried to charge if I were them with this penalty.
Right.
Oh, nice back.
And now we are back to even strength as Schuttzman comes out the box. Immediate whistle. And that is going to be Buffalo's possession.
Nice blindside strip there.
Oh, yes.
The Buffaloes get
Speaking of Schuttzman, fresh into the game, carries it up the field for the Buffaloes, looking for a little bit of revenge right here, trying to take on the double team, finds the outlet pass. But it looks like got caught up in some sticks right there, and it looks like that is going to be, the ball is going to remain Buff ball.
When Schuttzman gets back in the game, you can tell it's a different energy. So let's see what they can do here with no man up for BYU.
I mean, literally there was that, she literally stepped onto the field in that immediate whistle and Buff possession. So, literally, momentum change for the Buff. Now, this possession right now, if you're the Buffs, is critical.
Oh, as soon as you said that.
Yep.
Now BYU's charging upfield.
Yep. Indeed, the Cougars are very quick they take it back behind the goal back to X.
You can tell from the passing, the Cougars' passing has been on point. They haven't had a lot of turnovers, and they've been passing the ball real well, especially cutting to get open near the net.
Oh, yes,
but the Buffaloes had struggles catching the ball and making good passes so that they can get opportunities to score.
Very few drops here from this Cougar offense. They've really tightened it up here in the second quarter.
There's just been a different
little bit of motion right here. Tried to confuse and set up that space in the center. Cannot find anything.
Buffalo's playing a little more aggressive here. Let's see how that works out for them in the end.
Yep. Cougars looking for the vulnerable spot in this Buff defense. Okay, and it looks like a little bit of
She falls over, no call, and Schuttzman's running upfield, and another errant pass.
Ball did not connect with any, but it is recovered by number 14 for the Buffaloes, Ana Jimenez.
Now Jimenez is stuck.
And she's taken all the way back across the midfield line, all the way halfway between the midfield line and the restraining box. by her defender. All right, and there's a whistle. Looks it's going to remain Buff ball. Jimenez is going to retain possession for the Buffaloes as she waits for whistle blown, looking for the pass. Pass to number 18, Morgan Lorenzen. Lorenzen
Nice
up
pass.
to number 12, Brooke Miller. Miller taking it almost to the center, looking for the outlet pass. Passes it behind the goal, back to X. X cuts hook.
She got it
That
in
is-
there.
That is a goal for, I believe that is another goal for number 26, Lydia Clanion.
What an incredible goal there. It just looked like a different possession as they had a lot more energy. The passes were great, and they found open cutters, and it resulted in a goal.
Yep, just came up from X right there and just had that little hook motion just following along the crease, and then just buries that. I believe that was straight in the 5-hole. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If it was not the 5-hole, it was bottom left. But still, exactly what the Buffaloes needed right now as they bring the deficit down to 3 goals. Now the Buffaloes prepare to take the draw. All right, the draw is all the way past the restraining box and won by the Buffaloes.
Looks like it was a little tripping call there.
Yep. Buffalo's happy to take it. Oh, as it is quickly stripped away by BYU. But ground ball battle going on here in about the middle of the field. And that ball is tossed out. But the question is on who. The ref
it
is
was
going to
BYU.
award it to the Buffaloes. As you could not clearly see who was the last to touch that ball in that pile of people right there.
Schutesman even having trouble getting past this BYU defense, getting double teamed as they're corralling to her. But now very close there, and it's, oh my goodness.
Yeah, and that. Now this is exactly what you need, and if you're the Buffaloes, a series of unfortunate penalties. There, leading the Cougars to get 4 unanswered goals. But maybe I should just stop talking, because as I said that, the Buffaloes missed the penalty shot. So it's the curse
Got it back,
it's the curse of the announcers. The curse of the announcer, I guess.
Oh, great corral there.
Yep.
Oh, but an errant pass. Haven't seen many of those for BYU, and Colorado retains it.
Turnover immediately. That's Jimenez taking the ball. 25 down to behind X. Now up to the left alley. Back to X, I believe. Trying to find space. Does not. Immediately is met by the double team. Cougars come away with the ball after a nice check. Taken upfield by the Cougars. The Cougars bring it past midfield. Now bring it into the Buffalo zone. Cougars taking it behind the goal. Now just setting up their offense. Pardon me. Okay.
Not a lot happening right now.
Oh no. I mean, this Cougars offense right now just seems content to sort of just pass it around, kind of sort of probe this defense a little bit, try to find the weak points.
I don't understand why the Buffaloes aren't playing up more. You saw how BYU is playing up, even double teaming some people so that they couldn't get rid of the ball and potentially strip it. Just nothing happening here for the Buffaloes, and that causes a drive like this. Oh.
I mean, kind of, in my opinion, it kind of goes back to what we said at the end of the first right there about the Cougars offense, just it heavily utilizing cutters straight into the middle right there, but that's going to be a penalty shot for BYU, and that one gets past Robinson straight through the 5-hole. Not much to that goal.
Very nice goal there. to the left side of Robinson. Robinson couldn't really do much about it, and great placement and another great goal for BYU as they're up 9-5 with 55 seconds remaining in this first half.
Oh, yeah. So, back to what I was saying before the penalty shot here. Yeah, I believe it kind of goes back to the change in this Buffalo's defense. Kind of goes back to what we were talking about at the end of the first, about how BYU is heavily utilizing their cutters. Right, cutters work a lot better when you have that space in there, and when the defense plays further out, you get a lot more of that space in the center. So by tightening up the defense, makes it a lot harder for those cutters to sneak through the congestion of defenders there. But then it also gives it also gives them or gives the defenders less room to make the plays that they need to.
Somersault there.
Yeah. All right.
35 seconds left in this half. Let's see what.
BYU hurrying to get another one onto their lead. Okay.
That one's way out of here.
That shot backed up by the Cougars, though, so in the last 23 seconds. Clock running. But ball's loose in front of the goal. Oh. They're going to award the ball to the Cougars there. Not just award them, but award them a penalty shot.
Ooh, almost.
Shot saved by Robinson, I think.
BYU's always there, though, for those ground balls, as they can have another chance here.
And
just
that is
wide left, and I think that's going to
They're going to let and there's 1 second left on the clock. Oh, and the officials are going to call the half, I believe.
They're calling the half. I was about to say, do you think you can do anything with 1 second left on the clock, Trip?
It'd be pretty difficult.
I would say
but
so.
I've seen crazier things happen in a second. All right, a second is a lot longer than people give it credit. Now,
it's true.
How do you think this half has gone for both teams?
Well, let's start it in the first quarter because it was very even in the first quarter. The Buffaloes were able to maintain some leads as they had some control over their position in the first quarter, and the second quarter they completely lost it. Weren't playing aggressive enough. We're not getting to balls soon enough, and that caused a lot more shots on goal for BYU. And I got to say, BYU, hats off to them in the second half as they just had a great half. 5 goals in that half, and even 5 unanswered at one point, as they had control and they were making great passes and ultimately got more percentage of their shots to go in than in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that half could not have gone better if you were BYU.
Absolutely.
Okay, I mean,
maybe a little rough in the first quarter.
Going 2 men up.
2 men up in the second quarter, I believe, is what propelled them to get a very good score on the board.
Oh, yes. And then that will do it here for the half here at Go Buff Sports. Okay, we will come back. We'll take a little break, and we will come back to you at the beginning of the third quarter.
Happy National Joe's Day to all those who celebrate, but this is not your average Joe's Scobo Sports live show. I'm Xavier Menevitz alongside Leo Rivera. Leo, how are you doing today?
I'm doing phenomenal, Xavier. Changes in the air, it's spring, and there are some notable things happening in Colorado sports.
100%. Well, let's jump right in. We start tonight with breaking news. Hours ago, On3 reported that Colorado men's basketball star Isaiah Johnson plans to enter the transfer portal. The guard set CU freshman scoring records as a dynamite bucket getter all season long. He averaged nearly 17 points a game and was all Big 12 honorable mention. Johnson departs as the first possible portal exodus for Tad Boyle's Buffs.
The Buffaloes fell in the first round of the March Madness tournament in Nashville last weekend. Here's Jake Chow and Harrison Simeon with the breakdown.
Mad Dash to March ended in sadness here at Memorial Gymnasium as the Colorado Buffaloes fell to the Illinois Fighting Illini in the first round of the NCAA tournament, 66-59. Jake, what are your initial takeaways?
Well, Colorado was right there for majority of the game, but Illinois was just kind of outmatched the Buffs all game, kept a cushy lead, pulled away at the end. Buffaloes just didn't quite do enough. But it didn't really feel like the game mattered so much after the press conference.
Yeah, it was a little bit emotional. I mean, J.R. Payne talked about the connection of this team, the camaraderie. It was something that was extremely rare. I mean, especially bringing in 10 new players for this season. The connection really built over time, and by the end, it felt familial. It felt like a family, like those March Madness teams of Colorado's past. But we even told Aid and El Dutat they could practice tomorrow. I mean, pretty sad, huh?
Absolutely, and I think every single player we talked to today said that it was that family, that this unit was, and it's hard to leave it all out on the court for the seniors, Ana El Dutat and Jade Masagayo, who this is their last collegiate game. They left it out there, they played their best, and it just came up quite short, didn't quite come up to that matter and to that win. But, I mean, again, it's that family that every player mentioned.
But Coach Payne talked about how this team kind of wants to stay together. This team is going to have a future. The past 2 years have been tough through the portal. We'll see how this one shakes out. They have a core, though. They can continue to build. Desiree Wooten with Sienna Walker, and that backcourt, and fill in the front court, Logan Greer. Had a rough night tonight, but still looked impressive as a freshman this season. But yeah, from the Memorial Gymnasium in Nashville, Tennessee, this is Jake Chow. I'm Harrison Simeon for Scoba Sports.
It was a roller coaster season for Colorado before a late season surge pushed them into the national spotlight. They won 9 of its last 11 games, including losing 2 straight to end the season in the conference tourney. The Buffs climbed to the semifinals and captured a March Madness berth before losing to the Illini. Colorado's for sure losing 2 players in seniors Jade Masagayo and Ana El Dutat, but nobody has entered the portal yet. Kale Johnke is the Buffs' only recruit, a 4-star out of Minneapolis with over 1,000 points in her career. The Buffs finished with the season off a record 22 wins and 12 losses.
While they couldn't get it done on the hardwood, women's hoops hit the books. Guards Diana Walker and Maeve McErlane received honors for their academic efforts this year. The 2025-2026 College Sports Communicators Academic All-District Team named the junior guards to the Academic All-District Team. The honor recognizes student athletes who have a 3.5 cumulative GPA while starting in at least 2/3 of games.
The Buffs men's basketball season isn't over quite yet, although it feels like it. Despite an early exit in the Big 12 tournament and missing out on March Madness and losing Isaiah Johnson, Colorado has at least one more game on tap. The men's squad is heading to Las Vegas next week for the College Basketball Crown Tournament, where 8 teams from 5 different conferences will participate in a 3-round sequence, competing for the share of $500,000. Wow, could have used that money. The first round matchups will take place on April 1st and 2nd, streaming on FS1. Then, on April 4th and 5th, the semifinals and championship games will air live on Fox.
In Vegas, the Buffs will face the Oklahoma Sooners. The Sooners are led by senior Nigel Pack, 16.5 points per game. The Buffs and Sooners are similar teams, both scoring over 80 points per game on 47% shooting. Oklahoma nearly had a run to the big dance, but came up just short as the first team out and a 19-15 record. The Buffs finished their season with a 17-15 record. The winner will play either Minnesota or Baylor in the semifinals next Saturday.
It's time for this week's trivia question. To celebrate opening weekend in the majors and club baseball team hosting Nebraska Cornhuskers, we're asking you, what year was the last time Colorado had a Division I baseball team? Well, stay tuned for the answer later in the show.
Welcome back to the second half here at Kittredge Fields as the BYU Cougars are leading the Colorado Buffaloes 9-5 as we just start the second half. And Tripp, how do you think both teams did in the first half?
Yeah, well, I mean, we got to hear your comments
Yeah, I would like to hear yours
before
now.
this. So honestly, I was saying there were very few things that could have made that half go worse for the Buffaloes, especially that second quarter. Just unable to stop the bleeding that BYU inflicted when the Buffs were 2 men down. Okay, just able to get 3 goals on that and then go on a 5-goal total run. That was just something that the Buffs just haven't been able to recover from yet. And
Definitely
ever since
crazy.
then, the goal deficit has remained at 4. So, but on the other side of that, right? That half went great for the Cougars, especially the second quarter. That went great for them. They found something that worked, right, and they stuck with it, right,
Absolutely.
and went on that 5-goal run. And speaking of things working out for the Cougars, they've won the first draw here of the second half, and they've got possession right here. But a quick, as I say that, I think we should make a compilation of the amount of times the announcer jinx has affected me just in the past 3 games.
Even today, I mean, it's been a lot.
You could probably have a whole video
cross sports
dedicated to
as well.
that right now.
But as we speak, the Buffaloes are carrying it up fields right now as they're starting to get in territory of where they could score and maybe get back in this game.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Buffaloes, you need to come out with all cylinders firing right here. You need to set the tone for the second half immediately.
Absolutely.
Just shut down that BYU momentum that they came out of the second with, and that is a save there for Marcella Woolley, I believe. Apologies in goal. That is on a Creeple, I believe is how you pronounce that.
Now it leads to this little fast break here. The teams are definitely coming out of the half a little bit slower and not firing as much.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the first half. Definitely slowing it down a little bit. Let's see if we can heat up here.
Well, I mean, with how chilly it's gotten out here, I kind of can't blame them.
Absolutely.
I'm slowing down a little bit out here right now. So having that break where you stop moving, could not have been comfortable for them.
Yeah.
At all.
Shot on goal there, but ends up missing, and they corral another loose ball. This seems like a theme here from the first half.
Yes, indeed. The Cougars just seem content right here to just sort of looks like a little bit of contact there in the half, but
kind of went over the net, I believe.
In the center, but the ball is picked up by the Cougars. And the ball comes out, but that is going to remain Buff ball. Looks like that was possibly nope, it is not.
Oh, it was.
That was a quick turnover.
Yeah, very quick. Didn't even look like it hit the ground.
Could not even get. Should I just stop talking at this point? Because with this game, feels like I start talking about something, right, and then immediately the opposite starts happening. If I talk about a Buff possession, then the Cougars get it. If I start talking about the Cougars, maybe I am. Maybe not, or maybe I'm just slow. But anyway, Cougars take it up the center. Cannot find anything as they come back out.
Good reset there. Looked like there was nothing there.
Yep. Honestly, I mean, without getting a shooting space violation. So.
Yeah.
But it looks like they found some space here in the center, but cannot capitalize off that. Just cannot beat her defender right now. Nice pass. And, that nice save there.
Great
from
save.
Charlotte Robinson.
Definitely was a predictable
passed
spot.
upfield, but
like I was saying, definitely a predictable spot from where she shot on the goal, and a great save, and from the Buffs goalie to not go down by 5 as they're getting close here.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is what the Buffaloes needed. To be honest, this is exactly what they need. They need to get possession. They needed to have when you get a save like that from your goalie, and then a really good clear, that helps to build up the momentum a little bit. And help build up the morale on the team right now, which honestly, just watching the Buffaloes ever since this the Cougars have taken the lead here in the second quarter. Honestly, the moods felt subdued from the Buffaloes.
Absolutely.
Yep. The normally vocal bench now does not have a lot. Like, I mean, you just hear nonstop chants and everything from the BYU bench, but I'm not hearing anything from the Buff bench.
Oh, nice save. Oh, another good
double
save.
Rebound, or the rebound save too, and the Cougars come away with it. And they're bringing it upfield. I believe that is number 24 for the Cougars, Olivia Cannon, taking it up.
She keeps on
looking
going.
for
She's
space.
outrunning the defenders right now. Now passing around, see if they can find a crease in the zone here from the Buffaloes. Buffalo's not applying too much pressure, and that's costed them in the first half of this game, so surprised I'm not seeing a little scheme switch up here.
Oh, yes.
Now they go inside.
Disconnect, or just could not connect that pass right there to the cutter on the crease right there. Just could not. But the Cougars maintained the ball right here and just cannot seem to find anything, as this Buff defense seems to be sticking to them like glue.
Absolutely. Definitely a better second half of the defensive possession there, as they end up getting the turnover.
Yeah. Ground ball in the center, recovered by the Buffaloes there, and it's taken oh, I spoke too soon, and that is recovered that is intercepted across the midfield line by number 12, Abigail Hooper. And the Cougars come back as Hooper comes back behind the restraining line.
Definitely, we have seen a lot of different very, very short possessions here in this second half, and just a lot of dirty ball being played and not a lot happening.
Well, I wouldn't say dirty ball.
I wouldn't say dirty.
I wouldn't say that now.
I would say like just a lot of clumsy. Is that a better word?
Yeah, sloppy.
Sloppy
is
clumsy.
the word I would probably use for that. Because both teams are playing relatively clean. I mean, obviously, the Buffaloes, especially on the defensive side, can use to clean it up.
The Buffaloes are playing a little less dirty.
Right,
I wouldn't say anybody's really playing dirty, though.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, just especially on the defensive end for the Buffaloes, just playing sloppily. Getting those penalties. Right, built up, which is what really killed them in the second quarter right there.
Absolutely, and that shot on goal, just a very errant shot. Looked like there was an opening, but just kind of put it right.
Yep.
But they still have the ball.
Oh. Nice. And that was a attempted move there to clear up some space in the center. But now the Buffs are sort of collapsed in. Right now, I've put two cutters across the crease, but nothing came of that. Could not find someone to connect the pass to. As the Buffs seem to just be content right now.
Oh, another errant one.
Speaking of cutters, and that's easily backed up by the Cougars. Not a Buffalo in sight for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like that was a shot, but just unable to get it. Yeah. A little bit more right. It kind of sank left on that one, and now BYU charging upfield.
Yep. The Buffaloes are just not in a very good, I'm not even sure the word to say for that.
State of mind or position right now?
Well, but their offense was just not in a good shape. Like, they were all piled to the right side of the field right here, maybe like one here on the left, but definitely not in a position to back up that shot. I mean, there were three Cougars immediately on that missed shot right there to back it up, and not a Buff in sight. And that's something that the Cougars haven't been doing. They've been backing up their shots, and that's one of the most important things that you can do, is back up those shots, because even if you miss that shot, if you can back it up, you get that second chance.
Absolutely.
The Buffaloes, they could not right there mostly because their offense was just pushed to one side of the field.
We have just seen too many errant passes if you're the Buffaloes. Not very happy. Those are turnovers that weren't caused by any of the BYU players. Just not great passing here from the Buffaloes as we see a big.
What is kind of bird? Is that a falcon?
Falcon, maybe.
Some kind of falcon almost landed on the field right there, just circling. Apologies, I missed that goal, but I was distracted by the giant bird flying over right now.
Great play.
Just go straight through the light pole.
Absolutely great play to get that goal there if you're BYU. And the BYU Cougars have doubled the Buffaloes' score. It's 10-5.
Bringing the deficit up to 5. That is, if you're the Cougars, that's great for you. I mean, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that ties their record for their record in this game, at least for how far they've led the game by. Does that make sense? Sorry, I explained that very terribly. I apologize to anyone who had to hear that. So, but I believe that their biggest lead of the game was by 5 goals. So I believe that they've returned to that here, as this third quarter has just been all Cougars again.
First goal of the third quarter, almost 10 minutes in.
Speaking of that, the draw is immediately won by the Buffaloes. And taken through by number 19, taken all the way, but just cannot connect with the goal there. That was number 19 taken all the way. Chase Kriebel taking it all the way there, but just that last part just cannot connect right there.
Kriebel did everything she needed to on that possession. She cut through defenders, ran through traffic, got to the goal. Just need to punch it in next time. But they still maintain possession, so let's see if they can get some kind of momentum here to maybe cut this BYU lead.
Indeed. I mean, just heavily unfortunate right there. If you're the Buffaloes coming around looking. Shot. I believe that was just left and over right there for the Buffaloes, but that's backed up. I believe that's number 26, Lydia Clanion, with the backup right there. Oh, apologies. That was number 25, Caden Williamson, with the backup there.
BYU playing less aggressive, and that finds a hole in the zone.
That was just off. Oh, come on. Runs right into the. That was number 2, Rose Fisher, just running right into the. Or just gets that ground ball, and then it's just met by, I believe that was 3 BYU defenders right there. And it looks like is awarded a far. Yeah. The Buffaloes maintain the ball after that.
It appears to be.
Yep. So Buffaloes seem content to just a ton of action right here in the center. And balls past their straining box.
Oh, never mind.
And now someone is holding their stick up. Okay. And now. Okay.
We definitely need to see more we definitely need to see more action from Schutzman here. She hasn't done a lot this game.
No, the Buff star from their last game against Utah Valley just has not been showing out this game.
But
I mean, picking up that, I believe that was a 2-minute penalty for her earlier in the game when the Buffs' momentum was just killed.
Absolutely. When she has the ball in her hands, that's the best outcome for the Buffaloes. Is everything on their offense runs through her.
Oh yeah, and at least from what I've seen, that seems 100% correct. And now, just could not connect on the on the little. I'm gonna call it like a fish hook there. Coming around from X and just was met by 2 defenders and just could not get it off. But is awarded the penalty shot, and that's number 28, Addie Kennedy, taking the shot and shot just to the right. Shot just right. That unfortunate.
They're getting their opportunities. They just need to make sure they pinpoint the ball closer to the net, as they just have had trouble getting it even near the goalie at this point, not even through it.
Now, I'm going to say right now, the one thing that the Buffaloes have been doing that they need to do is just get possession time. Just keep the ball away from that BYU offense.
And an errant pass.
as I say that, it goes up and is recovered. That was a loose ball, but it comes behind the restraining box and is recovered by Colorado and
Oh,
led
what a
to
goal.
a goal right there. Yep, led to a major Buffs goal right there.
What an amazing goal. When you're passing good, that is how you get goals. And just finding it from the left side to the middle and right through the net. Great job there.
I mean, just down to the little bit of a celebration from number 25, Caden Williamson, right there. But you know that ball looked to what looked to be a mistake right there. Just the ball rolling across the restraining line, picked up by number 18 Megan Lorenzen, who brought it back down, passed it off real quick, came back up to the restraining line, and then that ball was passed from the left alley to the center, and then from there just right into the goal. So incredible play there. Honestly, a bit of a defensive play there from Lorenzen right there, making sure that ball wasn't recovered beyond the restraining line by BYU.
See what the Buffaloes can do here. That's another possession one.
Yep.
And charging straight through.
But cannot. It looks like the Buffs are. Oh, that is going to be a. I believe that is going to be a charge, if I'm not mistaken, on the Buffaloes. So Cougar ball. And the Cougars are quick to take it up the field. That is number 6, Whitney Holt for the Cougars, taking it behind the goal. They're looking for an outlet pass. Stays behind goal line extended. Now back to the right alley. Back up top.
I think both of these teams have been affected by the weather, as it is now 48 degrees here in Boulder. Definitely a very chilly day to play lacrosse, and I got to say, a little bit warmer in the first half may have led to better offense and better passes.
Oh, yes. That temperature has just dropped here in Boulder as we have 39 seconds left in this third quarter.
Absolutely, and it appeared to be an even third quarter, as 1-1 was the score in this third quarter. However, BYU has done a great job maintaining control of this game and not letting the Buffs come back. And
okay, and that was a little bit of an offensive mistake there. Dropped pass, in which the Buffs immediately recovered. That's taken across the midfield line by number 24, Maddie Osterkamp. I'm waiting to
what is happening right
see
now?
what that whistle is exactly.
It appeared that the Buffaloes had a little fast break and
called
there was a
dead
whistle
by the refs there.
Yeah, and now they are getting it midfield. What a change in play, as they had potential to score on that fast break there, and now
I'm wondering for what reason. I might have to re-watch the film on that one on the
12
on the stream after this game to see exactly what happened there, why there was a whistle. Because I don't know. I mean, I didn't see anything happening, but obviously the ref saw something, and that's what matters. And that'll do it for us here in the third quarter here at Kittredge Field, where the BYU Cougars lead the Buffaloes 10-6. Welcome back to Kittredge Field, where the BYU Cougars lead the Colorado Buffaloes 10-6. As we get prepared to get the fourth quarter underway here, what were your thoughts on that third quarter?
At third
Noah?
quarter, it was an even score, 1-1, but I feel like BYU had a little change in strategy, trying not to have the Colorado offense do anything, maybe prepared more on defense instead of their offense, and that's what led them to keep this 4-point lead as we head into the fourth.
Oh, yes, I 100% agree, and also just the Buffaloes just could not find any momentum there. I mean, there were a few spots where they could
There are a
have,
few
but they
times
couldn't.
where they actually got won possessions and got to the goal, just unable to finish at times, and that's been a problem for them today.
Yep, but they just could not hold on to it as the official prepares the draw here to get us started in this fourth quarter. The temperature has dropped drastically here in Boulder as the draw is won by the Buffaloes by number 19, Chase Kriebel.
What a nice play by
Kriebel's
Kriebel.
taking it down as the Buffaloes set up their offense right now. A cut in the middle right there.
Who almost had a chance
But
to get that goal there, but
could
nice.
not get it off in time, sadly.
Yeah. Nice aggressive defense there by BYU to make sure that she can't turn around and get the goal as there is a whistle here.
Oh, and that's going to be a penalty shot awarded to, I believe, that is Ana Jimenez, number 14, who's going to take that shot, I believe.
And another save.
Yeah, another save by, I believe that it's Anna Kriepel in net for the Cougars, who's been outstanding this game for them.
Absolutely not making sure that Colorado gets back in this, as there was bodies on the floor on that last play. And
Yep. Let the bodies hit the floor. Use a great song, but that's not what you want happening here in this game.
Looks like Buffaloes will have possession, though.
Yep. Dodge in the middle there. Oh, stripped by BYU. Ground ball won by Colorado. I believe that was number 26, Lydia Clanny, in trying to find something there, but could not. Ball's up top. Cutter. Straight. Another save.
Straight to
for Kriepel.
To the net of the goalie.
Again, as I was saying, Kriepel's been a star player for the Cougars here in this game, stopping almost everything that the Buffs have put her way. I believe that.
But another ground ball as BYU's having trouble getting up the field here.
Buffaloes were playing aggressive defense there, or aggressively riding the BYU's clear right there.
Yeah, if we saw this more in the second quarter, maybe the Buffaloes would have a chance in this game, but still down by 4. Not completely out of it yet, but time keeps passing right now.
Yeah, if you're the Buffaloes right now, you need to get one on the board. You need to get it fast. I mean, you're still down by 4 here, even though you still got 12 minutes to go.
There was a shot on goal there, as he said that. I thought it would have gone in, but another
save for Kriepel. Yeah, as the Buffaloes continue to ride.
Their
ride's successful, and that's going to be a fast break, a one-on-one here.
Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful play.
By Schutzman, nonetheless. And I believe you were talking about how Schutzman hasn't been able to get fired up this whole game.
Absolutely.
Right? And then makes that play right there. It's Schutzman who strips it on the ride right there. And
great
then
strip that led to the fast break. Nobody in front of her.
And then just not even a fast break, but just beats her defender.
Yeah.
And then the other defender to go one-on-one.
Yeah.
Now that's normally a play you only see in hockey.
Exactly. It's very rare for lacrosse, but I feel like BYU's in Utah, but BYU should have had people back there for some reason, but they didn't, and that led to the Schutzman goal.
Yep, now that's exactly what you needed. if you're the Buffaloes. Now the Buffaloes, for the first time since the second quarter, bring the deficit down to 3. Okay, as the official prepares the draw here.
They still have a lot of work to do, Tripp. Let's see if they can pull off any kind of comeback here.
Okay, and the draw is won by the Cougars. Possession is called. Okay. The Cougars just settle into their offense right now, trying to get things going. A little bit of motion there on goal line extended right. The ball's back up top. Cougars, pardon me.
If I were BYU, Tripp, I would just keep on passing it around the perimeter like this. It looks like the Buffaloes are not going to press them any kind of way, and they could just potentially run some of this clock out.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. You know, I mean, they've got no shot clock, so they can just hold on to it as long as they want. You know, just kill this time. As I say that, right, the Cougars have set up an ISO play here for, I believe that is number 6, Whitney Holt, but unable to capitalize on that. There's the Buffaloes playing some pretty good defense right now. The Cougars probing this defense, trying to find the holes. Little shovel pass there, and shot just to the right there, and backed up by the Cougars.
Good deflection there by the Buffaloes.
I don't even think that even touched the goal. I'm be honest, or anyone. I think that was just shot right.
I'm not sure. Yeah, from my angle, looks like it may have touched someone, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Our angle is definitely not good from here to be able to see stuff like that. I mean, the Cougars definitely just content to just run out the clock here, as I believe they've run out close to a minute and a half at this point.
Absolutely. They just continue to do so. The Buffaloes need to press them. Like, they don't have that much time left in this game, and they're just letting them get eaten alive right now.
Exactly. You know, the Buffaloes have been definitely hurt this game by playing a little bit of over-aggressive defense. As I say that, a little bit of a clean shoulder there from number 21, McLaughlin.
So it was high,
I believe, and the official was not happy with that restart, so we're getting another restart here. Is Caitlin McLaughlin.
And it will still be Buffalo's ball.
Takes it on the restart right here for the Buffaloes, as you said. Just waiting for the official's whistle.
And it looks like the refs are discussing.
It looks like there's going to be a substitution.
That's what it appears to be.
Exactly. Not a penalty, but a substitution, and as the ref is trying to set things up exactly as how they were. I did not know that they did that, though. All right, as we get the whistle and we resume play, McLaughlin taking it down the right corner, and then across the restraining line to free up Schutzman. Schutzman up top. That was
a great save there.
Another save.
Another one collected into the net.
Another save by Kriepel. Right there, who just seems to be a wall for this Buffalo defense, or for offense, pardon me.
Absolutely. And the defense trying to get more aggressive here now, but that's causing some penalties to happen.
Exactly, and that's what killed them in the first place was penalties on the defensive side. That's what really started killing the game and the momentum for Colorado.
And Colorado needs to take advantage of this man up right now, as they have one man up from the Cougars, as a big collision there right near the goal. And
it looks like that was ruled a clean hit
Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe
that was. I thought in my head, I was like, that's a dude's lacrosse hit in my head. A little bit, channeling the spirit of their lacrosse brothers there a little bit. The lacrosse spirits, if you will. And just pass just could not connect there in the center for the Buffaloes there. And it goes out, and it would be Cougar ball. So Cougars rush to get that past the midline here. Colorado, nice ride here as they take it. Some contact here, and they take it. But a missed pass is that gonna? It looks like that is going to go out, and it's going to be a Cougar. Yep, that's going to be Cougar ball.
Wow, just errant passing there. They looked like they had a little thing going, but the pass was out of reach, and now it's back to the Cougars ball, up by 3 with 7:30 to go in the fourth.
Exactly. I mean, especially when the game is this tight right now. 3 goals. If you're the Buffaloes, you don't need to be making those long pad passes like we saw right there. Well, you need to be making sure that those passes are connecting. You need to be playing cleanly. You can't be tossing it down the field like that. And then not only that, but you can only be making that if you're also making those catches, which the Buffaloes have not been this year or this game. They have not been making those catches today. So you can't be making passes like that if you hope to get back into this game if you're Colorado right now.
Absolutely. I totally agree. When your passing is good, then it can open up so many other opportunities closer to the net and potential for scoring. And Colorado hasn't done a good job of that today, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Yes, exactly. Honestly, Colorado's been just playing this game kind of a little sloppily, especially on the defensive end. Just defensive mistakes, leading to those costly penalties. No, not which is what has really cost Colorado here, and then just the offense. A huge momentum killer was just not being able to capitalize on that man-up opportunity that we just had right here. When you can't capitalize on a man-up opportunity, especially when you're down by 3 with 7 to go in the fourth quarter, that's huge.
Yeah, it is huge for BYU to only give up 1 goal while having their man down.
Oh yeah, we've been focused on the Buffaloes a lot right now because they've been losing. But let's talk about this as we come back from this break here. Let's say a few words about this Cougar team. About what's been going on with them.
They've had a great performance so far. No goals yet in the fourth, but they're not playing to score goals. They're playing to run out this clock right now, and that second quarter is the thing that got them over the hump right now, and they're playing off of that, and got to commend them. They had a lot of offense going in that second quarter. They were hot, and it led them to be in this position right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, also, I'm gonna say that the star player for this is on the fourth quarter right here has been their goalie, number 34, Anna Kriepel. Just as I said, it just sort of been a wall for this Buffalo's offense, and has not let more than, I believe, 1 or 2 go after about the even though the Buffs have had about probably, I do not want to say this, but about 6 or 7 shots on goal, I believe.
Oh, no.
Pretty sure if we have our little...
Well, anyway.
I bet the youngsters, if any of them are listening in,
I don't know if there's any youngsters listening in.
Yeah, probably not, but if there are, or anyone who, I guess, is up to date on their meme culture, I guess.
And look at this. They just keep on passing around the outside right now, and they're continuing to run this clock, and the Buffs are not pressing them. They're just letting it happen.
Exactly kind of what you want to do if you're BYU. You want to be running this clock. You want to be milking this clock. I mean, there's no reason they shouldn't.
Exactly.
Right? There's no shot clock that they have to worry about.
This is definitely the best way to run out of this game instead of going full commando on offense and potentially getting a turnover or Colorado the possession.
As you mentioned, just some non-aggressive defense from the Buffaloes. There was pushing the defense started pushing the Cougars all the way almost to the sideline there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So,
now they're starting to play way more aggressive. And
well, I mean, if you're Colorado, you have to. You're nearing the point.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you're nearing the point in the quarter right now, where if you're the Buffaloes to hope to come back, you almost need to score a goal a minute right now, which has been something that is probably unattainable for the Buffaloes right now with the way that this game has gone.
Looks like a little collision there, and it will retain BYU's ball.
Indeed. Looks like the little face mask came off there for, I cannot see whose number that is, but puts back on and play resumes. Oh, a little bit of a defensive mistake there from Colorado there with that missed stick check there.
Absolutely, and looked like
almost led to another
collided
goal.
there, and people fell down. It looked like that was number 24, and that's Osterkamp fell down there. Looks like she got back up and is doing fine. And now we got a BYU
that's going to be a penalty
shot right here. See if they can put it in and add to this lead, and another whistle.
Yep. Looks like it's going to be called number 24. Who's, I believe that's a yellow card.
Wow.
I could not see exactly what infraction that was, but
I do not know.
I'm wondering what yellow card where the infraction would appear before the
penalty shot.
Well, before play even starts.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a penalty on 24 Oosterkamp.
Oh, my goodness.
Looks like that went just off the net on the back right there. That shot for the Cougars.
That almost went in.
Up.
That was almost a heck of a goal, but it just went over the top. And the clock continues to run, Tripp. Only 4 minutes left in this game, and BYU's had possession for this long. And
this game is looking, at this point, it's looking very, very unattainable for the Buffs to come back right now as they're struggling to clear this ball right now.
Absolutely.
I mean, a man down clear is sort of not where you want to be. I mean, obviously it's better than playing defense when you're man down, but I mean, still, trying to clear the ball when you're man down is not a fun experience for those of us who play lacrosse.
I agree with that, but they need to.
Yeah. They're able to pressure Robinson, the goalie, right here. And Robinson needs to. The ball's up in the air. That's a ground ball recovered by the Buffaloes by number
see if they can get it upfield
14, Ana Jimenez. And
nice
the
pass.
ball is taken across the midfield line. That's taken down by number 19, Chase Kriebel, taken all the way down to the fan right there, and that's going to be Cougar ball for what? I do not know. But that is a turnover.
Oh my
for
goodness!
Something.
And there's no defenders there.
It's a 1-over-1. I mean,
it's 1v1.
Oh, I mean, booking.
And she got it. Wow. That might be the knockout punch, Tripp. I got to tell you.
I think I have to agree with you right there.
What a great play running down the field. No Buffalo defenders were there. And as soon as she struck off the person to the right of her, span out of it.
That was probably the nail in the coffin right there.
Just 1v1 with the goalie.
For the Buffaloes right there. As we have 3:03 remaining here in the fourth quarter here. BYU leading. Oh, did they? According to the scoreboard, I think they may have taken away the goal right there. According to the scoreboard,
I'm not sure what happened.
The refs have ruled
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
appears
what
to
happens.
be.
The
What
the
in
refs.
world?
That is unclear why, but perhaps maybe a crease violation occurred. I do not know, but for
We spent all that
reason,
time
yeah.
hyping up that
But for
goal
a-
and that
yeah.
transition,
but for a reason, the refs have decided to rule the goal as invalid, and buff ball.
now this is huge for the Buffs so they can get a score on the board here. BYU's still playing up so good right now,
Exactly. If
as
they-
they've done the entire game, and that has allowed this Colorado offense to not do much.
Well, first, the Buffaloes need to get across this midline, which they do right as I say that, but runs right into the double team, but finds the outlet there, which is number 26, Lydia Klanian.
They need to hurry up quick here, see if they can get a goal. And they do!
Damn, apologies. I'm pretty sure that I could hear that bounce off the crossbar, if I'm not mistaken there. Either way, that was huge for the Buffaloes now, bringing it with bringing the goal deficit down to 2 with 2:29 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we were at a point there where we were like, hey, they are down 4, but then that goal got taken away off the board, and they made a quick response to get the goal to make it 8-10 and maybe make this deficit a little bit better. But
Exactly. The Buffs did exactly what they needed to do right there and capitalized off of that momentum shift right there after that goal was ruled invalid. The Buffs came back and they responded. Now the question is, can they keep that up?
yeah, they got to respond twice again in order to
That starts by
come
winning
back
here
in
at the
this
draw
game.
circle. Yeah, sorry to cut you off there, but which the Buffaloes do win here at the draw circle. But the question is, can they? Oh. And they can't. Oh, that is a trip and a half right there,
Wow,
if I've ever seen one.
looks like she's
So
fine.
that's going to remain
And it will
Buff
retain
ball.
Colorado possession.
Yep. Ball was passed there to number 11, Maddie Mancini, who then got rid of it.
Now they got to score quick again here, as a little less than 2 minutes.
Exactly. Time just still kicking off or taking off the clock right here. As
Oh
we
my
said, that's
gosh,
a-
off the crossbar. That was so close.
It does not get much closer than that. But now the important thing here. Oh, as I was literally about to say, the important thing is the Buffaloes need to get that possession back as fast as possible, and then they did right there. Oh, runs right into the double team, and there's going to be a call here that's going to.
Looks like it's going to be a penalty
That's going to
on
be a penalty
BYU.
shot for. Apologies, but I cannot see that number for whose shot that is.
Oh, it's a
And
score.
that is a quick goal as the Buffaloes now bring the score deficit down to 1 with the score of 9-10 with 1:13
goodness,
left
this
to
is
go
so
here in the
close.
fourth. This game is going to go down to the buzzer here.
Here we
Now-
were talking
well-
about how BYU is doing a great
well-
job keeping the Buffaloes from scoring, but now they're going on a late run. The Buffaloes have momentum, and Lydia Klanian with another great goal as she had in the first half, and she has definitely been a highlight player for the Buffaloes today.
Oh yes, exactly. But now we've got to see if the Buffs right now can maintain it here at the draw, because if I'm going to say that I'm pretty sure that if BYU wins here in the draw circle, that's going to be the end for the Buffaloes right here.
Oh,
And
nice
they do.
gather from BYU. Now they
Yeah, oh.
now they need to go and make sure they strip the ball away from her. It's
I
gonna
may
be
have
tough.
spoken too soon. Yeah, but BYU just
Oh, and
dragged
they
it out.
do.
Yep. Oh, but what is that go? The ball's loose, and that's going to be a no
And there-
call.
no
but
call,
that looked
but
like
it's
she was.
picked up
yep.
by Shoesman.
It's still Colorado ball, and
No,
people are
never
fighting for it.
mind.
45
sloppy.
seconds, 43, 42, 41, whistle blown at.
Oh, clock is still running. There was no whistle apparently.
Did you hear that, or did I hear?
I'm not
Thanks.
sure. I am not sure, but
Oh,
under
that ball
30
is-
seconds to go. It's
that
Buffalo's
ball is just taking. Oh Lord, that is exactly what you did not need right
Oh
now.
no.
Okay. As the Cougars will be content to pass it around here. 15 seconds left on the clock. Cougars taking it across the midfield line. 8 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Whistle, but the clock is reading 0.6 seconds, but that is going to be, I believe, a green card for who I don't know. 2 seconds have been added onto the clock.
If I'm BYU right here, I'm just chucking it towards Colorado's goal.
Whoa, what's the need? 2. The clock has not started. It seems to be a clock up.
And it looks like that's going to do it.
Yep, that will do it here for us here at Kittredge Field in Boulder as the Buffaloes fall to the BYU Cougars 10-9 on senior night.
Absolutely. I mean, great game at the end there. The Buffaloes scored 3 goals in the fourth quarter. Just a great fourth quarter. It made it very exciting for us to watch and commentate on. And the Buffaloes were just unable to get it done. But they put up a great fourth quarter in the end. But BYU with a heck of a second quarter that propelled them to get this victory and hold on to this win.
Oh, yeah. That game, in fact, did go down to the last draw. Right there, whoever would have gotten possession of that draw.
Absolutely.
And, BYU got possession of that last draw, and good for that. They had an extremely dominant second quarter and third quarter. And then they were just able to just carry that momentum, and the Buffs were unable to meet it and just could not come back from that. So I believe that will do it here for us at Kittredge Field. For coverage of women's lacrosse here on School Bus Sports. And remember, you heard it here first.